Ciao, benvenuti o bentornati. Today we talk about demonstrative adjectives. Like demonstrative pronouns, which we have introduced in an earlier double lesson, demonstrative adjectives are used to indicate the position of a person, animal or thing in space or in time. In other words, they specify whether something or somebody is near the speaker or far from the speaker. Italian demonstrative adjectives are always placed before the nouns they modify, and they must also agree in gender and number with the nouns they precede. Let's begin by looking at the various forms of Italian demonstrative adjectives and then go through some examples to explain how they are used. We start with singular masculine and feminine forms. In Italian, there are two singular masculine demonstrative adjectives equivalent to English this: questo, used before nouns starting with a consonant, and quest with apostrophe, used before nouns starting with a vowel. For the feminine, we have questa, used before nouns starting with a consonant, and again quest with apostrophe, used before nouns starting with a vowel. English demonstrative adjective that can be expressed in Italian with three masculine forms: quel, quello, quel with apostrophe. The peculiarity of these adjective forms is that they follow the same rules of Italian masculine definite articles. So adjective quel behaves like definite article il and is used before nouns starting with a consonant. Quello behaves like article lo, which, as we've seen in a previous lesson, is used before nouns starting with s plus consonant, ps, pn, gn, x, y, and z. And adjective quel with apostrophe behaves like article l and is used before nouns starting with a vowel. For the feminine, we have two adjective forms equivalent to that: quella, used before nouns starting with a consonant, and quel with apostrophe, used before nouns starting with a vowel. Let's now look at the plural. The demonstrative adjective forms for these are questi for the masculine and queste for the feminine. As for the masculine adjective forms for those, these two follow the rules for masculine definite articles. So we use quei before nouns starting with a consonant, and we use quegli either before nouns starting with s plus consonant, ps, pn, gn, x, y, and z, or before nouns starting with a vowel. And finally, the feminine adjective for those is quelle. Questo maglione è di lana. Questo pulcino è proprio carino. Questo ombrello è grande. Quest'uomo è molto stanco. Questa bambina è felice. Questa lampadina è gialla. Quest'isola è piccolissima. Quest'ancora è molto pesante. Quel signore è un professore di fisica. Quel cuoco fa un'ottima pizza. Quello squalo è pericoloso. Quello yogurt è molto cremoso. Quell'artista è molto famoso. Quell'alunno fa sempre i compiti. Quella moto è rosso fiammante. Quella commessa si chiama Olivia. Quell'uva sembra buona. Che bella quell'aquila! Questi occhiali sono di Giorgia. Questi bambini giocano a palla. Mi piacciono queste caramelle. Queste isole sono lontane. Quei biscotti sono deliziosi. Quei cuscini sono morbidissimi. Quegli insetti sono fastidiosi. Quegli stivali sono molto comodi. Quelle amiche prendono un caffè. Quelle bottiglie sono vuote. Italian learners often confuse between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. For this reason, I think it's important to clarify the difference between them. What you must remember is that while demonstrative pronouns replace a noun, demonstrative adjectives modify a noun. They are used together with a noun. Take, for example, these two sentences. Questa ragazza è Vanessa. Questa è Vanessa. In the first example, questa is an adjective and refers to the noun ragazza. In the second example, questa is a pronoun, is a standalone word replacing the word ragazza. These two sentences are pretty straightforward because here the demonstrative adjective and the demonstrative pronoun share the same form, questa. But things can get more confusing if the forms do not coincide. Let's look at another pair of sentences. Quei libri sono interessanti. Quelli sono libri interessanti. Again, we can see that in the first sentence, quei is the demonstrative adjective modifying the noun libri, whereas in the second sentence, quelli acts as a pronoun replacing the word libri. And now, time for a little practice. Now pause the video and fill in the gaps with the correct demonstrative adjectives. Then resume the video to check the answers. And that's all for this lesson. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Grazie e arrivederci!